Welcome to the Unlimited Mindset, how to have more success, time, freedom, and peace of mind with your host, Camilla Calberg. Are you ready for an easier way to create a great life? Learn to shift what no longer serves you. On the Unlimited Mindset, you develop understanding, awareness, and knowledge of being consciously aware. Camilla knows firsthand what results you can achieve when you commit yourself. She is the trusted advisor to successful leaders in the pharmaceutical industry with a desire to share what she knows with you. You are your own leader. Everything starts and ends with you. If you're ready to commit consistently and grow your mind, join in. The Unlimited Mindset starts now.
Welcome to another episode of the Unlimited Mindset. I am so excited to be connecting with you again today. And today we're going to talk about something that not so many leaders talk about, something that we don't learn in school, something that we don't learn in most business universities, business schools, and if we are adults and professionals and we go to top up our skills with an academic course. What people don't really know about and really want to help you get a better understanding of is energy. Leadership energy, your own energy. And why do I want to talk about energy today? And why do I think it's so important? Energy is everything. Right now, I'm so super excited. I can't be in my body because we're together today. That is energy. And I hope that when I channel my energy, that I also send some positive vibes your way. But energy can also be the flip side. Energy can also be where we are dissatisfied, anxious, we fear something, disbelief, we judge. That is a lower level of energy that drains us down, and it unfortunately has a negative impact, not only on our own health and our success and career, but also those who work on or are on our team, whether it's private or professional. So many people do not really understand what energy is, and that makes so much sense because we haven't learned about it. But now I learned it, and I'm going to share some personal stories to illustrate how I shifted and transformed my life, and how by the shift or the shifts, I became more successful in all walks of life. And I hope that with our time together today, I can inspire you to be curious about your own level of energy. What level are you thriving on right now, for example? And how would you really love to show up? So welcome to this, I would say, very important, essential session training on leadership, on energy, and how to get this unlimited mindset. Are you ready? I am. All right. So by now, energy is all about how we show up in life. And when we vibrate on a higher level of energy, we get more fun in life. We become more playful, or we get more playful. And what happens is that we start to see opportunities that we didn't see before. Because when we're in lower level of energy, negative draining energy, we actually have a closed mindset. So we can't see all the opportunities that are actually also are, or we're surrounded with or by. All right. So that is a bit about energy. So how do you show up as a leader? Do you know how you show up? Really, truly be honest to yourself, for yourself. How do you show up with the energy? Do you actively cultivate a positive and supporting environment? Or do you contribute to a culture that thrive. I don't have a better word right now, but actually that runs on stress, negativity, or low moral. I have not been the leader I am today. Otherwise, I couldn't really convey this very strong message. I have showed up as a leader where I micromanaged people. That's how most of the leaders I reported to showed up. And I believed that that was the right way to show up as a leader. Leader in control, I knew what to do, even though I didn't know everything, like rolling out a entire business platform to 11 countries. I had no idea about the techie things, but I had the overall accountability, responsibility for this big budget. And I thought, this is my accountability. And I was so in control of everything and the plan, and really was really overachiever because I was not really delivering to my best of my abilities. I was over delivering, and when we go to that flip side, it's not really helpful. And I pushed my team members to the extent that wasn't really a wonderful way of leading, right? But I had no idea about this. And what shows up for me now is that when we talk about energy, it's not only how we show up in our professional life, it's also what happens in our private life. Because we are a holistic being. That's really important to remember. We are a holistic being, which means that whatever happens in your private life, you subconsciously take those thoughts, those experiences, those situations with you to your work, even though you may not think about it per se, but you do keep them subconsciously in the back of your head. And so there's two very profound, very clear situations in my life that had a knock-on effect on my energy and how I showed up in all walks of life, as a leader, as an entrepreneur, as a mom, as a sister, as a daughter. And those two situations in my life, and it was not just one moment, 10 minutes, one day, it was actually a longer period of time. It was relationships that was breaking up. Now I'm also a divorce coach, and for a reason, because breaking up is the second highest stress that any human being can experience. But very few people ask for help. I didn't. In my first breakup and in the last breakup, I had to, because it was so very different breakup. But what happened is that in terms of energy, I was suddenly so sad that this relationship was breaking up. And I so much wanted to stay with that guy. And that negative energy, that sadness, I flipped it to be aggressive. And I wanted to control because I'm a good woman, I'm successful. And I channeled that negative energy to my team members. Not because I wanted to, not because I wanted to be mean, but really because I was so sad. I was so sad. My heart was just breaking up. And the reason why I share this with you is that it's so important to understand that whatever goes on in your life, when there's an up, you're thriving on energy, but when what's it going down, when there's a challenging situation for you, that impacts your energy. That impacts how you show up as a dad, as a mom, as a brother, as a sister, as a leader. The good thing is that we can be in control of our energy when we train ourselves, when we get the right tools, and we work with a trainer, for example, me or someone else, who can really help you with that self-realization exercise. How are you really showing up right now? I did that realization exercise, and it took me years to really understand what energy was. And if I can tell just you and me, it was so vulnerable. I was so vulnerable when I realized how it really showed up. I was in shock, not paralyzed, but I couldn't understand that my self image was so different from how I truly, really showed up. And that got me curious after the aha moments that really, am I that aggressive? Am I that sad? Am I that stuck in my past? Am I that judgmental? I don't like to judge. I understand that. I don't want to be right. I know what is true because I have my experiences, but I don't want to judge other people. And that was a really aha moment. But then I started to be curious. I started to be curious how to shift the energy and how could we shift? How could we shift energy? And that's what I want to ask you. What would happen if you changed your energy? Upwards, obviously. We want to always stay in flow and really good energy. What would happen? And how would your life be different? You see, I was very judgmental, I was aggressive, and I felt the need to be right for the reason I just explained. The relationship breakups, difficult times in my private life. But what about you? What about you? What is going on in your life right now that impacts how you show up? Let me just ask that question again. What is going on in your life right now that impacts how you show up? I know that the pharma and medtech industries, there's a lot of challenges going on right now. There's a lot of redundancies going on, and that impacts your that can impact your energy. It doesn't have to, but it can impact your energy. Also, even though you stay in job and you're not being made redundant, you still may be impacted by the organizational changes that has been introduced. You may be giving another job, another position. You may be downgraded. It's not really what you truly decide, right? When you plan for 2023 to be downgraded, nobody plans for that. We always, most of us, want to play even bigger game. But even that downgrade may mean that you are still a VP or a senior director. You still are there to lead other people. So my question is, how do you show up? How do you show up? If you really know how you show up, that would be really, really interesting to have a conversation about. Because what I know to be true is that when we show up and vibrate on an energy that we are not the match for, it really makes us unhappy. We create a toxic work environment. We create a environment where people don't dare to fail fast. We have bad performance. We deliver bad or poor results. And guess what happens? They spiral downwards. The knock-on effects. The senior level leaders come and complain and push you and you push your team members. It's very unhealthy. And people work longer and longer hours, staying in operational mode, not daring to take time to re-energize, to reflect what's really going on and say stop when it's time to say stop. And then you hit the burnout rate, right? So it's so important and it's so essential, if you ask me, to be aware of the energy you vibrate on right now and what needs to shift. And there's always an opportunity to be better. There's always an opportunity to be better. I want to share another story to illustrate the energy and how I master the shift in energy. And hold the space. So for several years, I was stuck in a toxic environment and I hadn't really healed. And I decided it was time to break free. I decided the only way I could create a better future for myself and my daughter was we didn't escape per se, but we did escape that current reality. And my ex-partner has filed for divorce, now filed for custody. And he's running a court case. And there is this custody battle. And when I first got about 2 years ago, more than 2 years, I received a letter from High Court that now there is a case. First of all, I felt like a number. I felt worthless. I felt I was not enough. I felt I was not good enough. There were so many accusations, and I was really vibrating on an energy that didn't serve me. It was impacting my health, how I showed up for myself, how I show up as a mom, and how I serve my clients. I was so lucky to be working with a coach, and I was committed to create a better future for myself and my daughter, and to give her a better experience what life can also be about. And I worked on my thoughts and on my energy. And now when I get stuck in a thought patterns that doesn't serve me, I have learned this phrase: be aware of the quality of your thoughts. Be aware of the quality of your thoughts. And I practice that. I practice that even today. There might be something else that can be challenged. There's always challenges coming my way. I have my own company. You never know, right? But what I want to share specifically about energy and how I've transformed because I invested in myself is that there was a meeting last week. We're just starting the last leg of the custody battle. And 8:15 Friday morning last week, I was sitting in the room. We were going to plan. The purpose was to plan the next couple of months. I tell you, 1 year ago, I would have cried, I would have shivered, my stomach churning, and I wouldn't really enjoy this conversation. And it's not to say that I really enjoyed it, but I was on top of the game. Never before have I had such an aha moment, a critical and crucial aha moment, saying, wow, my body's responding now. Is this really so? That you can shift your thoughts and you can shift your energy. And so whatever curveball is coming your way, you embrace it and just say, okay, what can we best get out of this situation? And I left the meeting, like had I gone into this meeting as in any other corporate meeting, discussing how can we work together. And I realized when I was waiting in the waiting room, that the other people that was also going in for a kind of negotiation conversation, they were small people, and I overheard someone. Now we're meeting here. There was so much fear in the air. I was thriving, and the reason why I share this story with you is that is leadership energy. whether we have a leader role per se, or we are not a leader in the corporate world, but you're a leader in your own life. So if you want to thrive, have a great life, it's all about managing your energy. That leads to the unlimited mind, the unlimited mindset, which this show is all about, is that everything can happen positively. You can create whatever experience you want. It's your choice. It's your choice. I had no idea about this. What it really meant, the power I had from within when I was first introduced to these words. But now I know it's true because I demonstrated for myself, I showcased it last week. About me showcasing what energy is all about, I want to share a quote with you from an author, Dr. Rublin. Don't let mental blocks control you. Set yourself free and confront your fear and turn the mental blocks into building blocks. That's very powerful. You see, I lived most of my life on fear and on lies. I didn't dare to confront my fear. I didn't dare to confront my fear. Fear was controlling. I let fear control my life. But don't let that be you. You have so much power within. I believe that we all have so much more power than what we use. It's just about, I don't like to use the word just, but it is about daring to and wanting to level up, wanting to be vulnerable and just grow. Because suddenly, whatever situation is coming your way, you can metaverse it. Suddenly, you get it from a 10x perspective. So it's only that. Come on, let's find something else. Let's just get done what we need to do and then move on. Suddenly, your problems in life, challenges in life, becomes just a pebble in the water. Right? There's a stone amongst 1,000 other stones. That's the power of your energy. Let me just see. So I want to give you at the end 5 tools that can help you level up your energy. Tool number 1, make sure that you get enough sleep. Make sure that you get enough sleep. Sleep is essential. Sometimes and often we overlook and do not really ignore the number of hours we should sleep. It's a should, but it's good for us to sleep. But make sure that you sleep the hours, you get the hours that you need. You will wake up in a very different, on a very different energy. You feel energized when you wake up. And then remember to move your body. Physically move your body. It's good for your body, your mind to get outside and get some other impulses and challenge yourself from a physical perspective. That can help boost your energy, leadership energy as well. And it is something people also some ignore, but I know there's a big tribe going on as well on being very healthy. But remember to fuel your body with the right things. What you eat, what you drink, you become. So when you're going through a challenging time, I know it is so easy to fall to the cravings. I love chocolate, but remember to fuel yourself with the right things. Practice mindfulness. The techniques, meditation and breathing. If you don't know how to do it, you can find it on YouTube. If you're a member of Mind Valley, I am, or any other apps, you can find that. To do meditation is really important to reset yourself and stay energized throughout the day. These 5 tools will really get you to the next level of your leadership capacity. It will take you to and take you into the tribe of the next generation of leaders who know the energy they're vibrating on, who channel the right energy to the teams and create these amazing results. because they are in inner alignment of how they want to show up. They're so authentic. And I believe there's more success waiting for you. It's just about when you're ready to take that jump into the unknown, but it's worth it. You create your future. You are the captain in your life. Remember that. If you want to have a chat, DM me on camilla@calbergcoaching.com. I'm here to support you. I know you can do it, and I believe in you. Thank you for staying with me on this amazing hour. I appreciate you. And till next time, bye for now.
You have been listening to The Unlimited Mindset: How to Have More Success, Time, Freedom, and Peace of Mind. Tune in every first and third Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific on TransformationTalkRadio.com with your host, Camilla Calberg, as she helps you create a great life in an easier way. Learn the why, what, and how of conscious awareness and shift what no longer serves you. Camilla knows firsthand what results you can achieve when you commit yourself. Create your future today. For more information, visit calbergcoaching.com.